We're back this time with my favorite part of the month, where we look back at how much money I made from option premium this time through the month of November. And I can only apologize for how long it's taken me to get out this video. I know a number of you have been commenting and emailing me how much money I've made throughout the month of November, because this is one of your favorite videos. And again, it's just been so busy, so hectic. I've picked up a number of coaching clients now over the last couple of weeks and just really didn't get the time to get around to shooting this video. Now, what we're going to do is walk through how many trades I've made, how much money I've made, and all these kind of good things. So generally what I do is take an extract of my Interactive Brokers account. And again, I've filtered it from all the way up to November down to the end of November of what the trades that I've done. And what I like to do is just walk you through how many trades I've done. We'll talk about the symbols, and then we'll look at how much money I made. Now, for those who are new, I kind of normally go through, when it comes to monitoring money, two key columns. The first column is the proceeds column. So this is the amount of money I generated through option premium selling minus commission. So the commissions is added there. You can see what it is, and we'll look at what the total is in a second. And then we've got the realized P&L. Now, the reason why I always highlight these two and why they are different is because I might open a trade in 1 month and receive the cash of that option premium, but I might not realize it a month later, or I might roll the position for a loss and push it out further in time for an additional net credit, all those kind of good things. So the numbers will be different between the two as they are every month. However, the key thing is, what I take away is how much cash am I generating? And then the realized P&L will take care of itself, because I could be launching a lot of options trades that bring in a lot of cash, but could go against me in the short term, depending on when I place the trade. And if I have to roll the trade out, up and out, if it's a call, or down and out, if it's a put, I might take a realized loss, but that realized loss is captured in the new option that I've sold. And if that option expires worthless, all of that money kind of comes back in. The second reason why the realized may be different to the proceeds is mainly down to Tesla. So for those who don't know, I've been managing a Tesla inverted strangle for the best part of 2 years now. And I will at some point do a dedicated video on that. But depending on how that deep in the money call is doing for that particular cycle before I roll it, that will really impact the realized P&L. So those are just some of the caveats. But again, if you've got any questions, comment down below. Now, if we look at the number of trades I made, these include trades that I've opened, trades that I've closed, and trades that I've rolled. We have done 137 trades, which isn't bad. You know, it's normally what I like to do. And again, a lot of people think that this is a lot of trades, which it is. But at the same time, is if you've been trading options and trying to make a decent amount of living or contribute towards living expenses, then this is kind of what we need to do. Now, if we have a look at what we traded, so again, we've got the likes of Adobe in here. There's some 111s and some naked puts inside there that I've been trading, which are further down. All of these trades are my leap that I've got on where I'm selling poor man covered calls. And again, I think I have a video on the channel. It's all kind of sits inside here, which again, I'm not going to go through inside this video, but we'll go through in a later video. And then you got ASTS, BE, which I've been trading a lot of, HIMS, HUT, IREN, etc. All of these kind of, not meme stocks, but you get what I mean. These high volatile plays, I generate a lot of income through those ones. And I find all of these through Option Samurai. So Option Samurai is a scanner that I use to go find these types of high volatility trades. The link is down below to go get a two-week free trial. No credit card needed. So make sure you sign up to that. And again, more videos around Option Samurai coming up soon. I've got an NVIDIA call. Again, I own 100 shares of that. So just selling a couple of contracts, picking up pennies around $40, all these kind of good things. Oklo again came from the scanner. PayPal, I own 500 shares of. SanDisk is a big one that I've been trading a lot of. And again, that comes again through the scanner. Tesla, even though I've got an inverted strangle, I do find opportunities to trade Tesla. I have been flirting around with straddles and straddle swaps and things. I've closed out of all of those now. I don't like the strategy. I absolutely hate it. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. I've managed to get out at break even this month in December. So again, done a lot of Tesla trades there. You've got Apple. There was an opportunity to do just a quick and dirty quick put. ABVX again came through the scanner. Here the Adobe calls, poor man covered calls again, BMNR, NVIDIA, PayPal, SanDisk. Again, I'm not going to go through all of these here. There's it's just your classic 111, selling puts, selling calls, all those kind of good things. And if we have a look here, I normally distinguish on whether I'm selling calls or puts. And you can see here that the majority of these are calls. So I'm really liking selling calls and going short on these stocks that are high volatility because there's a lot of call skew on them. So without further ado, let's work out how much money we've actually made here. So if I change this to, I think it might change it to some automatically. So in terms of proceeds, I generated $3,642 worth of income. And to set things in perspective, the account size, it ranges because I take money out, I take options out, and I borrow against my account to fund living expenses. It's around 160 to 180. At the moment, it's trading about 175 as it currently stands as I record this video on the 22nd of December. And yeah, so I made 3.6K. So again, if you take it on the 160, 3,642 divided by, let's call it 175, 123. Again, it's a 2% on my NLV that I've generated for the month. Now, spoiler alert for December, I made a lot more than 3.6K. So if you want to know how much I made in December, make sure you subscribe and I'll walk through that. In terms of from a realized perspective, and again, I've made 9,000 realized. And again, these are a few BE trades that went against me in the month of October that I managed to close out of with full profit in the month of November. I had some like long straddles from Tesla, which I managed to close out, which is part of another strategy. And also Tesla in terms of my inverted strangle did have a good cycle. That call, we did get pushed down back in November for Tesla, where I managed to roll that position and realize a big realize there. But again, way down on that overall position. So that's why I wanted to set that caveat between 3.6K and 9.3K. I didn't, even though I realized $9,000 in terms of the cash that I brought in is 3.6K. So that's kind of where I look at it, or how much I make on a monthly basis. It's around 3.6K. And that's what I look at. So that's the data that I'm going to walk you guys through again. If there's any particular trades or tickers or symbols you want me to look at, I'm more than happy to do dedicated videos on these. You just let me know what it is. And again, most of my videos are generated by you guys coming to me, telling me, I want to see more of X, I want to see more of Y. At the moment, it's all about Option Samurai at the moment. So there are videos coming. Remember, the link is down below. And if you want a one-on-one chat, if you want to go look at the option scanner, what I'm looking at on a one-on-one basis, again, the link is down below to work with me one-on-one. You get a free call. Let's go through what your goals are and what your objectives are. And let's see if we can try to come up with a plan to make you a better trader. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I shall see you guys in the next one.